And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. And did you all survive Black Friday? I hope so. I hope so. Welcome in, welcome in. It's great to have you here. Let's just jump into it. I don't have anything pithy or fun or exciting to say here, so I'm in a building. I don't know what this building is going to be. We started working on this thing last stream. Yesterstream, that's the word. And it's fine. The building's looking fine. Hey, Cruel, how's it going over there on Twitch? Hope you're having a fabulous day. But yeah, I have no idea what this building is going to be, which is going to make doing the interior a little difficult. But we still have some stuff that we have to get finished. Like, what the heck is going to happen up with the attic? That's a thing. It's going to be an attic here that definitely needs to do something. And, yeah, a thing. So what am I doing? I am going to be working on this building. And hopefully we can get this finished today. If not, we don't. But, you know, it is what it is. But first, let's set up a little bit of a workstation in here somewhere. Here. This looks like a good spot to just drop down random stuff. I don't know. Do you have places where you just drop random stuff in your base, house, and or life? Ah, there's the stone cutter. Yep. This is apparently where I'm doing it. All right. Now, one of the first things I'm going to need to do is get some glass. Yeah. We all have some of those places, right? Yeah, the light gray stained glass is definitely the choice here. I was thinking about this a little bit since Thursday, and yeah, I don't want the clear. The white would be too much, but a little bit of something there that says, "Hi, there's glass," but it's maybe not quite as maybe clean's the wrong word, but not quite as bold. All right, so let's go ahead and close these windows. This one, I'm not going to put glass in. I think I'm going to do something with this corner. I'm not sure what, but a little bit of something. Those ones are solid wall, which is fine. We'll do stuff with later. Now I'm going to put this glass in. I'm fully expecting that I might take out one of these windows, probably this one, and do a little bit of something else there, but we'll see. We'll see. So there are a couple of these where I could see, like where I've got the stone from the previous floor. I could see maybe taking this out and putting in maybe a fireplace on opposite sides of this building. I mean, if I knew what it was, what I wanted this building to do, this would be a lot easier. Okay. But such as it is, I honestly am mildly clueless. Probably more than that. But yeah, we'll set up. I don't know. I'm half thinking this might be, I don't know, sort of an inn maybe might be a way to look at this. So remember, here's what we've got going on. We're going to have a winter village out here, right? We also have some, you know, a little seedier crowd here in the village, but that's okay. We've got the snow globe that holds the shulker farm. Okay, which is great. So we're gonna have a bunch of buildings that spring up, you know, slowly around this area. Okay, which is great. This building, it will do one thing that I know for sure. Maybe it would be worth getting started on that first. Is this is going to provide the access from this side into the farm. So currently, I just have a door right here. I think I want to do a little bit of something else. Actually, I know I want to do something else. I want to close this off, and we're gonna bring access in behind this scaffolding. In fact, that scaffolding will probably go away. So yeah. Anyway, how y'all doing? For those of you who may be in the United States, you have a good Thanksgiving. Otherwise, you have a good Thursday. Are you suffering through Black Friday? That's boy, that was something I was glad I never had to deal with. I mean, I did work retail a little bit in my youth, but I worked at a deli, so that wasn't like we were dealing with hordes of angry shoppers or anything like that. It was a much different type of retail, you know? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to dig this out. I'm not entirely sure how far this needs to go, but we'll get a little bit of this in place, and I think I need to go up one block higher for this hallway, but we'll stick with this for now. Do I have torches? I do. I do have torches. Torches are cool. All right, so let's see. Oh, wrong button. Light levels. Okay. Light levels are great. Let's see. So, in other fun and exciting news, after stream today, and actually probably after lunch, I'm going to be tearing my entire setup apart so that I can actually be streaming off of a Windows 11 machine instead of my Windows 10 box, which I'm worried about, support for stuff stopping to work. Verge. I cannot verge. The verge are good. I'm a little bit worried about support ending for a lot of the hardware I'm using. So I want to be on a supported OS. Not that I have any particular love for Windows 11, but again, it's supported. So, that helps. And then I think what I'm going to do, so I got to swap over my current gaming machine, which is Windows 11. It's going to become my streaming box. And then my current streaming box is I'm going to reinstall, or I'm not reinstall, I'm just going to install Linux on it and game off of that. But that's all going to be a little bit hairy. I mean, these are not powerful machines, so you have Linux on your PC? Nice. Yeah, this isn't. I'm not on a like hyper beefy computer or anything like that. It's just either of them. They're definitely a few years old. Honestly, what I should do is figure out what's happening here so I know how far out I have to go to get around it. And it's fine. I mean, I like Linux well enough. Honestly, it's my preferred system to be doing actual work in. If I have to, work. Those rare occasions I do work. Yeah. All right, so here's the plan, at least partially, for this build. Is I'm going to put in a couple of matching fireplaces on either side here, and then you'll go between them down a staircase down to the level down here. So where was this? All right, hang on. We got a free cam for a sec. That's Y81. Okay. So somewhere down here, I guess I'm just going to reverse staircase down this way. Oh, that's actually further down than I was thinking. Okay. Well, that's good. Where's my torches? Yeah. No. Anyway, so my desktop at work runs Linux and that type of thing. You know, I'm fairly comfortable with it. Where are we at here? 142. Yeah. Why do I feel like I was looking at the wrong number and I'm going the wrong way? And where the heck am I going? Okay. Yeah, minus 142. Okay. 42. That way. So do I need to go this way? No, I do need to go this way. I'm just confused. That's fine. Confusion happens. Now, but the other thing I get to do then, of course, is I get to tear everything out, redo my setup completely, so I can redo my cable management and all sorts of other fun stuff. And that's going to be great. I'm going to be happy to do that because it needs it, and give my desk a thorough cleaning. So, you know, lots of fun and excitement. Hopefully, I'll be able to get things swapped around and verified working, especially from the streaming PC side. I'm not worried so much about the Linux, the gaming side of it, but I do have one. My capture card is a little older. Got an older Elgato capture card, and I'm a little bit worried about it being supported and working correctly when I get over into the Windows 11 box. Should be fine. Hopefully it'll be fine, but you know, it's just I'm guessing here. I'm just guessing that Elgato will still have the Windows 11 support, you know? All right, so this is going to come up this way, which is going to be great. All right, so I'll end up obviously digging out some more here to make this happen, but let's look at our fireplaces here. So I want to clean out a little bit of space. And I don't know how crazy I want to get with this. Kind of thinking might just do something really chill. Let's get, this is why you label your boxes, people. Okay. Oh, that's glass. Hi. Yeah, that's not going to be annoying. Sure. All right. Let's grab some stuff here. I want to try. Why do I have cherry logs? I guess there's a reason I have cherry logs. I don't know what it is, but it's probably a good reason. All right, so let's grab some sticks. And let's make some I can't make campfires. I don't have charcoal. Right? Campfire? Campfire. Yeah, I need coal. Well, cheese monkeys. All right, I don't have any with me. I'm almost certain. Wither skeleton skulls is not coal, turns out. Well, drat. Also, my ender chest is a hot mess. All right, I could not possibly be lucky enough that there would be some coal just lying right behind these stone blocks, right? All right, I may have to take a quick run to a base. All right, which is fine. Can do that. It won't be overly difficult. At least that's the theory. Stone stuff can go in there. All right. Should just label those. All right. Well, let's go find some charcoal or regular coal. Either coal works. All right. So we'll just duck through this nether portal and make my way to a base. Probably the ancient city will be close enough to do stuff with. That's going to be this way. In fact, that's probably that portal right there. Gotta love the nether. Or at least the nether roof. Does make getting around a little bit easier. Alright. Alright, so let's go see what I've got down here. Obviously all the coal in the walls that I just passed, but see if I've got some coal stashed in here somewhere. Ores. Well, that's not a good sound. Okay, huh. All right. This looks like a job for... Do I have other wood, man? Let's see. What would I have had a lot of? Spruce. Cool. Do have a lot of spruce. Let's go throw this in a furnace. I think I might know what I'm going to do with those guys. Oh, hey, that's right. There's a wall there. That's fine. We'll go this way. Yeah, it's all right. Turn on the gamma override. It's a little dark over on the side. It's the joy of being in a city, you know? All right. Cook, my friends. Cook. All right, this will just take a minute. Unless I just happen to have some charcoal over here. All right, yeah, we'll run stuff through the furnace array here, and then we'll head back. I should also take a look. Since I'm here, I have some things stashed over here that might actually be useful. So let's duck in. So I kind of feel like I want to do something with this, but I don't know what. Actually, you know what I might do? It might be worth taking some of these villagers, since I don't really need them here anymore because I've got my whole villagers set up over back in the Badlands. Maybe I'll take some of these guys and I might take them over actually to the village, the winter village I'm setting up near spawn, and just leave a handful of these guys there just as helpful. Hey, you're in spawn. Let's get some easy books and things. That might be worthwhile. I don't know that I necessarily want to do the villager grind again, but okay. So we got a bunch of basalt, which I don't need. I was hoping I had some tuff over here, which I don't have. I do have a fair amount of deep slate, which is not a bad thing. I could probably use some of that. Let's go ahead and bring some of this. Well, that's all tiled, which isn't bad. I like tiled deep slate. This is all cracked stuff. Stop. That's... Oh, I do have tough blocks. Okay, we'll bring a shulker box full of tough. Because I think that'll be good. And yeah, I guess that is regular deep slate. That's not as helpful as it sounds. Let's grab... Do I have any more cobbled deep slate? Now, it looks like I just have some of the polished, which will be okay. Here, let's craft up another shulker box. And we'll load some stuff in here that could be useful. Okay. Also, I think I need to take a look, see if I have some dark oak over here. If not, I could farm it, because I definitely don't need that many slabs, but we'll grab a few of those anyway. Yeah, we'll grab some stairs too. Okay. Do I want to bring the... I mean, I like the tile deep slate a lot. Let's go ahead and just bring it. We'll bring it. It'll be fine. Yeah, let's see if I have some dark oak. Okay, we've got some logs. That'll be fine. That should be enough, hopefully, to do a little bit of the interior. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing with the interior, but something. I might be back here, too, to grab some wool and stuff, but... Alright, so we should be just about done cooking here. Yeah, there we are. Some charcoal, so that'll work. Sweet. But yeah, bringing some of these villagers over. I mean, I like leaving... I think I might leave... like these guys, these blacksmiths and the farmers here, just so I've got an easy source of golden carrots if I happen to be over here for a while. But I don't think I'm going to need these villagers, so moving them into the winter village might make that area a little bit more enticing. Yeah, just for the handful of other people that'll be on the server. I should have grabbed some stuff for a bed. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll not worry about it for right now. I'm just going to tuck in right here. Alright, spawn, I think, was this way. Yeah. Spawn be this way. And this portal with the shulker boxes next to it is, well, unsurprisingly, the shulker farm. Oh, right. All right, so the plan here, such as it is we're going to take some campfires. We'll put them in for the fireplace. But, yeah, so, hang on. I guess we have to, craft said campfires. Save the dark oak. Make sure I don't actually make campfires out of those. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll just... Ow. We shall burn. We're totally going to burn. Alright. Yeah, see, that's kind of nice. And, of course, we've got the logs here, so it's giving us a nice little deal there. Let's go ahead and carve some of this out. So this doesn't need to be deep, actually. So what we could do here... I do want to... Let's take that out. Okay, so technically, the fireplace would come up here. Or at least the chimney would come up this way. Which, would probably be a good thing. If we deal with some sort of correct architecture and stuff like that. That might be handy. But where's the fun in that, right? Alright, so let's get... I don't know, maybe the tough. Tough might be good here. Oh, I can turn off the gamma override. Oh, look, the world looks at least mildly normal again. Alright, so if I were to take... I don't know, some polished... Maybe the tough... If I were to run some tough back here, okay, what's that looking like? That is looking like it's very gray is what it's looking like. All right, so let's not do that. I mean, maybe along the sides, right? I could. I'm going to have a walkway here, so this really needs to be... I mean, ooh. Let us invest in tough bricks. I mean, obviously, there are a lot of really nice tough blocks, but we're going to go... Let's take some of the tough bricks here. It's going to be a little... Oh, hi. There's a hole here. It's almost like I built it. You'd think I would know that that was a thing. Yes. I think this is going to be good. So, go ahead and take this snow out. Okay. Okay, so we're going to run a little bit of tough here. Yeah, I think this is going to be okay. I do need to do a little bit of something up here. What is that up there? I mean, it's snow, but that is outside. Okay. Okay. This could be... Oh, this could be interesting. All right, so let's do... We're going to start letting some function dictate our form here. I think that's going to be a good thing. Let's go and take that snow out. So we're going to have our fires coming up this way. Okay, which is good. Let's take some of this polished deep slate. All right, and what happens if I were to put some polished deep slate back here behind this fire? Not bad, not bad. I think... Actually, you know what I think I want is a little bit of something else. All right, so this is going to come up this way. We're going to have a chimney of sorts, I think, coming up here, which is going to be great. I'm actually going to take that up. So we're going to have some fun with this. But first, I want some more deep slate. So let's, hang on, where did I leave my stone box? It's over here. Cool. Let's go get some more deep slate. Back to the nether again. Back where I left all my friends. And my storage in a box. And it's not with a fox. Back to the nether again. Okay, so we're over this way. I totally could have just, whipped out a rocket and flown this way, but, But what I'm going to get here is I'm actually going to get the raw deep slate. Okay. And I still could grab some wool for a bed. But I think what I'll want is a couple of beds. So maybe I'll wait on that. I've got a bed in the farm. I can use that. But let's come over here and let's grab... Okay, that's just raw deep slate. I could recut it. It's a little slow, but I can pull out my fortune pickaxe if I want to use some cobbled deep slate. Again, annoying, but I don't think I'm going to be using a lot of deep slates. Decorative deep slate in this build. A little bit. Highlights and things. It's a long way up. Hope you like bubbles. Bubbles are fun. All right. Let's head back to spawn. Right, this way. So Edge is out. I'm going to borrow Edge's sign here, and we're going to just put spawn is that way. All right. I don't make... Is it that way? No, spawn is not that way. Spawn is that way. All right, well, we won't use Edge's sign. We'll come back this way. Yeah, spawn is right here. I don't have a sign on me, so we'll just Worry about it later. I think bringing some snow layers and stuff over here will be helpful for denoting that spawn is this way. We'll figure something out when the time comes. All right. Now, let's head back up here, and I'm going to take some of that deep slate. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Deep slate. That would be this box right here. And I'm going to put some raw deep slate back here behind this. Okay, because I think this is actually going to look really good. Now, what I might need to do, aside from the fact that I've now created a small mob farm here. We'll just... It doesn't matter. I'll just fill it back in. I was going to throw a torch back there, but it's okay. All right, so how does... Yeah, see, that's looking really, really nice, actually. I like this. I don't do a lot of building with raw deep slate just because all you get is the block. It's directional, which is kind of nice, but... Yeah, okay. Okay, we've got some fun things happening here. And what if I were to come in with... I need a... Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Do I want to use brick here? I might use brick here. Let's see. Let's take some... Oh, I've got some brick in my inventory. This is great. Let's grab some brick stairs. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to run some bricks. Oops. That's not how that's going to go. Run some brick stairs like so. All right. And then I think I do still have them in my inventory. I do. We're going to use some of these shelves. Now, here's the question. Okay. I could put the shelves that way. And they look fine. I could even slap some redstone on them. Some levers or something if I wanted to smooth that out. But let's try something else. Let's try... Okay. And for this, I'm going to have to... Oops. Fall. Falling is cool. Let's get back here. And let's take these shelves and let's put them in like that. I like that, but I want to... I don't know. I mean, I like the look of the shelves, okay? The back of these shelves looks good, okay? But what I'm wondering is if I want that to be spruce or if I want to come in with a little bit of a darker wood. So I brought this dark oak with me. Let's strip some of this and see if maybe we can do something fun with some, not pale oak, dark oak shelves. Okay. All right. Eventually, okay. Feel the fire, it burns. Okay. All right, so let's take a look here and just see. That's... Oh, it's a different texture on the back of the dark oak. That's interesting. Yeah, take a look at this. The dark oak doesn't have the bar on it. It's just the screws and stuff. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's turn this dark oak around and let's just see it as actual shelves then. Also, where did my other dark oak go? Oh, it's right there. Okay. I mean, that's okay. Hang on. Grab my redstone box here. You know, there's a reason I keep 87,000 levers in a box. And typically it's this one. All right, hang on. Let's grab some cobblestone. That's right. We'll just get some cobblestone. It's fine. It's right here. It's going to be great. All right, so let's see now. Put that away. All right, and I need levers. Let's come back behind here, and then okay, flip those. And that gives a little bit of a different look, doesn't it? Okay. Okay, that could be fun. And I do have room. I could put stuff... I mean, I could put stuff on the shelf, right? If I... Oh. Ha! Look, there's all of my stuff. Right, I could put stuff on the shelf, but... Okay. Because that's what happens when you power it with redstone. I think that's okay. I don't know. We could play with that color. Tell you what, we'll build another one on this side. And let's see what happens if I were to build it out with spruce instead of... instead of the dark oak. I have words. Okay. All right, we'll just pull this out. So a lot of what I'm doing here, I like having the tough bricks on the side. Just yeah. Oops. Maybe not over the fire. That seems a little bit silly, but we'll just yeah, pop this up. Obviously, all that dirt's going to go away. Okay. All right, so that's going to go there. That'll come out. It's fine. Right, the brick. All right, so we'll take the brick over here. And let's try this now with the spruce. Try that again, this time without. All right, so there it is with the lines through it. If I come back behind here, fall down. We're falling all down. Okay. And we power that. Which one of those is better for this? I mean, I could go lighter, right? I could go get some oak. Birch would be too light, I think. Pale oak, obviously, is right out. But is it, though? Is pale oak out? All right, hang on. I'm going to go to sleep. Unfortunately, the bed's all the way over here, but it's easier to get to now, so... Got that going for us. Okay. So, yeah. If I do this with the... grab some food. So if I set up these with those shelves, which would be wonderful... Then what, right? There's a lot of then what happening here. All right. So yeah, so again, here's the question. for those of you out there in chat land and who are paying attention, what do we do here? Do we use the dark oak? Do we use the spruce? Do we leave them all switched? Like, what if I were to come in and flip... If I flip those levers, I would get something like that. Right? That's definitely a possibility. I could also reverse it. Like if I were to come over here, just turn that one off. Right, we can get a little bit of different decorative stuff going on here. I actually like that one. I like it with the center one turned off and those ones turned on. Okay. All right, so now the question is light or dark? Not unlike the choices you've got when trying to decide which bit of turkey you want. Light meat or dark meat? But I think I'm going to go with the dark oak here. Okay, it's close. I think either would work. I'm just going to make it an executive decision that I want something a little bit different color from the rest of it. So we'll go ahead and flip those. So we get our cool little design. That torch is no longer necessary. Thank you for your service. And we're set. So let's go ahead. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our deep slate. And I think this is... Right, that's open to the outside. Which is fine. We will totally make use of that, but... Ow. Sorry, trying to get in here and be sure the deep slate's all facing the right way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Okay. Okay, so this is all going to come down like so. This needs to not be there. Awesome. All right, so what we have here, some actually kind of cool looking fireplaces. Okay, the smoke is going to go up, back that way. Now, let's head upstairs for a minute and see what's going on here. So, obviously, we've got fireplace action happening here, right? All of this smoke is coming up this way. So we've got some options, right? I could continue the fireplace up through here, right? So those windows would go away. I would just continue fireplaces up. There's possibly a reason for doing that, which we could get to, but like what I could do is I could put in the, fireplaces here, right? Because we've got the chimneys that come up, so having some more fire here is not a bad thing, right? But we'd have the chimneys that go up here. We could put fireplaces in this way, and if I were to put some, I don't know, I could put another. Maybe not there, but over here. And then what I can end up doing is building out, like, bedrooms, right? This could become like an inn or a tavern, something along those lines. Obviously, I still have to deal with that stuff. That could be reasonable. In fact, if I were to bring this staircase and wind it all the way up, I can have a set of, or I could have some attic rooms as well. Right, that's a possibility. Okay. All right, well, should we do this? Should we let our function define our form here a little bit? Right, it's said that form follows function, right? So if we were to bring this up this way, okay, we'll need to, yeah, we'll need to cut a hole here for more smoky goodness. All right, we'll deal with what's happening inside here in the attic and stuff in a minute, but if we pop that up that way, we'll have to do a little bit of finagling of stuff here. But I think that's okay. Could even bring the tough down like so. I'm not sure I like that quite as much, but I'm out of blocks. Okay, I'm out of stone blocks, but we'll bring the tough in. Yeah, I don't think I like the tough here on the outside. Let's go replace that with stone blocks and see what this looks like. All right, I don't know why I have a lead, but apparently I do. Okay, so wonder what I broke. Fine, cobblestone going there. Snow. Yep. Really should just label those. I'm going to say that every time I come by, aren't I? All right, stone brick. Do I have a box just for, like... Nope, I don't. All right, I don't have a box for dirt and stuff. That's okay. I mean, I could craft another shulker box. It's not something I am running short of here. I'm sitting right here next to my shulker farm. If I were really, really desperate, I could run the farm for about 2 minutes. But I've got an entire shulker box full of stuff waiting for me there anyway. All right, so let's bring this up this way. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this. I had a thought. We'll worry about thoughts in a minute. Try to not think that often, right? But if I bring these in this way. Okay. Acknowledging the fact that this looks a little funky. All right, but if I bring that in, bring the stuff up there a little bit. Right, because we've got theoretically we'd have the smoke coming out. What I might do is I can get some hay bales and run more smoke up through there. Huh. Huh, 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 huh. Okay, let's try something. There's something that should be tried here. Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Sorry, what I was just thinking, what if we continue to run, if we just run the smoke up here, we leave this open. So maybe I don't put the fires here? That could be interesting. I'm going to have to go get some hay bales, but I'm having a weird thought. Here, and I don't know why, but okay, I got to go try something. Let's go. Let's head back to the city. Um, actually, I just screwed this up. Don't need that. Okay. All right. So let's. Yeah, let's head back to the city. I'm gonna see. I don't know if I have hay bales over there, but I know I have hay. So we'll, or we've got wheat, so we can make hay bales. So we'll play with that a little bit. But I think I've got gonna be maybe something interesting there, and I don't know quite what, but we're gonna play with it and just see what comes up. Okay. This is all weird and vibes based, and I love it. All right, down we go. Let's go check out our wheat situation over here. Wheat. Going to find some wheat. I do have a little bit of wheat. I don't have hay bales, which again, not overly surprising. So, all right, that's fine. Oh, right. Hang on. My inventory is a hot mess. Let's do something about it. Okay. By just making a dump chest. All right, there we go. That's dumpy enough, right? Right. Okay. So let's meander over here and harvest up some wheat. Now, I really shouldn't be using my axe for this. I'll end up cutting blocks I don't want to cut, but it's okay. Okay. And the only reason I'm using the axe is it has fortune on it. Not that I really need fortune here. I mean, fortune only works on the seeds. It doesn't work on the wheat. So that's not really an issue, but, you know. Ah, darn it. I'm beginning to think having those lamps there in the middle is a bad idea. I mean, it looks kind of cool and stuff, but still. All right. All right. So let's hop up here. We'll throw all of these seeds into the composter. What's really composting here? Probably something cool. Pumpkins, probably. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are definitely getting all of the pumpkins. Honestly, I'm getting enough. If I'm just getting food, I've got enough emeralds and stuff to do food here, so. To convert pumpkins to golden carrots. So maybe I don't need to keep the other guys around. All right, so let's grab some hay bales. I have let's do this. All right. And we're off. I might as well sleep here. Okay. Not that, you know, sleep is overly important right here, but, you know, I'm inside most of the time. I don't have to worry about phantoms, but, you know, it's still something to think about on occasion. All right. Up we go. It's a long tunnel. So let's see. So it is November 29th. We're less than a month away from Christmas, which is all sorts of exciting. So I like Christmas time. Christmas is fun. I am getting really tired of techno remixes of the Nutcracker Suite and stuff like that. But, you know, aside from that little bit of weirdness, you know. All right, so let's... I said I need to figure out what's happening in the attic too, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. All right, so what I want to do is let's come in underneath the campfires. That would be right through here. Okay, and I want to... All right. Okay, so coming in under... Let's just do it under the central campfire. Let's just drop a hay bale there. Now, when you put a hay bale underneath a campfire, it turns it into what they refer to as a signal fire, so your smoke goes up higher. And what we get now is, well, smoke coming out of the chimney up here. What we don't get is any sort of particles through the glass. Or hardly any, right? So if I were to break this glass... Yeah, see, now you see the smoke coming up, right? But for some reason, and this, I don't know if that's a vanilla thing or if it's something I've got with one of the graphics mods I've got going on to deal with performance. See, I kind of like that look. Okay, glass is down there now. And I'm going to go pick that up just because. Waste not, want not, or something. Okay, so if that were to go up this way, right, we've got this smokiness happening here. That's kind of cool, especially if I were to put maybe not glass in front of it. What if I were to put, say, iron bars in front of that? That might be cool. And if I were to put maybe a blast furnace here, oh, that could be really cool. We could be setting up for a nice, I don't know, sort of kitchen area. I like this. I don't know if I like that back behind it, though. Okay, this is going to be a little bit funky, but just for now, let's take this stone brick out. Said this is going to... Oh, hello, horse. This is going to look really funky, but let's just... pop this up this way. Okay. And woohoo! I almost jumped right down on those campfires. That would have been a special breed of fun. Oh, that's not where that's going to go. That's okay. So what if I pop this up here? All right, let's duck back inside, see what this looks like. Yeah, see, that's looking a little bit nicer. So good news is that looks better. The bad news is... well, the bad news is this is here. So, okay. I could make this work, but we'll have to do a little bit of something around it. Okay, that's a problem for future me. Let's let present me deal with this. Okay, so I'm going to need some iron, I think. I think I've got iron in my rails box. Okay. Yeah, I don't have iron in there, which is fine. I do have some iron here. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get some of that. Let's go ahead and craft up one set of iron bars. Just one. I don't need 87,000 of them. Okay, I don't know about you, but I have a really bad habit of crafting like a trillion iron bars, man. I just get so many of them. All right, so if we were to slap that back here like this. We watch the smoke come up there. Now, there is a little bit of smoke on the sides. Okay, but it doesn't really reach up. It kind of fades out when it gets up here. And that's fine. That is totally fine. Yeah, and if we were to set up some sort of oven here. Maybe. Let me see. I have deep. Obviously, I've got deep slate. I would need to figure out. Hang on. We're gonna need some more cobblestone, which means I need my other tool. All right. This is one of those things. I always try to be a little bit annoying about keeping that in the ender chest when I don't need it. All right. Okay, so we'll dig this out. As I said, I think I'm gonna be setting up a staircase that goes from up there back into this area a little bit, and then from back here down into a basement down here, which then leads off to the storage. Okay, I think that's going to be really cool. But how much cobblestone did I get? Okay, looks like I got plenty. Let's make a couple of furnaces. See, if I were to set up a furnace there, I could put it back into the wall, but I don't know if that I want it recessed like that. I mean, let's take a look. Right, so if I put that there and put a furnace, it looks good. It looks good. All right. All right, that's cool. Would it be better if it were a smoker? That could be fun. I've got some logs on me, right? Yeah. Let's try this with a smoker instead of a regular furnace. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm not sold on it. Okay, I'm not. Let's go back to the furnace here. I think the furnace looks more like the oven that I want to do here. I mean, I could even go with a blast furnace, I suppose, but I like that. I really like this look. All right, so we've got some work on the outside to do now that we've got this in place. But this sort of kitchen vibe is kind of cool. I might get rid of this back door. We'll see. I mean, it's kind of nice if you're up here. Said for some reason, if you happen to be coming from over here somewhere, to be able to come in through a back door here. Hey, Melody, how's it going? Hope you're having a fabulous day over there on Kick. Definitely a possibility, but I like what this is doing. Okay, so let's keep the action going back here then. All right, so we've got the campfires. We are burning alive. Cool. Ow. I mean, seriously, that does tingle, and not in a good way. All right, so let's get under here. Under that campfire, drop another hay bale. Okay. All right, so that's going to give us our other fire going on here. yeah, again, we'll have to cut through the roof. We'll continue the chimney up on both sides. This will be really cool. All right. Unfortunately, it got to be dark, so let's go find a bed and sleep in it. I probably should just steal this bed and bring it in here with me, but it's okay. This little cubby is going to go away, I think, once this is all built up. I think what'll happen, because I'm actually really sold on this idea, so I'm going to do it, but I like the idea of turning this into community storage. And why am I running Minecraft without shaders? Because one, my computer is a potato and does not play well with shaders. And two, if your build doesn't look good without shaders, it's not going to... And you're just relying on shaders to make it look good, it's a little bit weird. But yeah, mostly, though, he's potato. I mean, I can come up here, right, and... okay, hang on. Let's wait 30 seconds while the shaders turn on, for one thing. There we go. Right. I can totally get the shaders, but my frame rate goes really funky. And boy, and I don't like the way the snow looks. It looks plastic, right? I mean, you can do the thing, but it's, all right, if we free cam up here, I mean, it's kind of okay, but no. All right, so meanwhile, back at the ranch, we were doing the thingy. All right, so let's go ahead and get our chimney up this way. All right, this goes away, this goes away. We'll worry about the rest of that in a minute. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do on the outside here, but we'll figure something out. Okay, so that's going to pop up like so. All right. Cool. And I said, we'll figure out the chimney action here in a minute, but... Okay, so if we pull that in, I don't have a lot of stone brick on me, but it should work with this. Okay, pop these out here. All right. Yeah, I think I want to pull a little bit of something around here because I don't like just that raw deep slate just hanging up like so. But we'll sort something out there. And also, oh, right, I was experimenting with roof. We'll balance that out. Bring back our symmetry. But yeah, I think a little bit of tough. This now is looking really tall. So we'll have to do something about that. But all right. All right, so cool. So that means this glass is going to go away. Because you can't see the smoke through the glass. Do I play other modes in Minecraft? I'm not sure what you're looking at for other modes. I have played hardcore. I do that once in a while. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it's a fun change. I was played modded a while back. I was played create mod before I came back to this world. I love create mod. But cheese monkeys. That's not where that all right. Yeah, create mod is good though. I like create. On the other hand, I also... darn it. I also really like... Give me the... Why can't I... Oh, because I have stained glass in my inventory. What the heck? Okay. I like create, but I like vanilla too, so I like to go back and forth. But there's been a lot of fun and exciting stuff happening in vanilla lately, so... Okay, I like this. Yeah, so I'll have to get up and put the ceiling in here. which is just going to be more spruce planks, I think. We'll continue to spiral up and around into the attic. But yeah, I think this is going to be good. So I don't know quite what I'm going to end up doing over here, but I like the idea of this becoming some form of kitchen. I have no idea what I'm doing with this build, right? That's why the title is what will this building be? Because I don't know. We're just sort of that horse is judging us, I can tell. I don't know what the build is. The horse doesn't know what the build is. He's just sitting over there. It's like, dude, nice build, but what? I'm kind of with the horse on this one. But yeah, I could see coming out. Let's grab some. Where did I leave it? There we go. Grab some of these slabs here. Okay, and let's come out, say... Oh, this is an idea. What if... Unfortunately, this floor is the ceiling for the floor below, so I can't put honey or something in it. But what if I were to put in villagers here? Okay. I could put in some farmer villagers, right? So if you wanted to come up here and get carrots, I'd have to block them in some way. Oh, actually, I don't know that I like that counter there now that I think about it. Because now it's blocking some of what we were doing there. But, of course, you come up to it, and it's like, oh, yeah, campfire, cool. Because, yeah, if I were to put honey here, the villagers on the honey, they wouldn't be able to hop up on that. But that area right front might be hidden by the bricks. Oh. What happened? Okay, let's take a look. It is not hidden by the bricks. Okie dokie artichoke. So much was the plan. Oh, but it could be. It could be. What if I were to get some... something. Okay, hang on. I've got... Okay. Let's get some tough blocks. Tough. And I want to get some... Do I want to get brick? Yeah, let's go ahead and just make it brick. What if I were to take some brick? No. No, it's the wrong color. But what if I were to take some... Okay, put the tough away. Where did I put the stone? Let's take some stairs, right? If I were to take some stairs like so. I like this. I like where we're going with this. And what are we doing here? I know not, but I will in fact make brick slabs. The brick slabs are full of tastiness. Okay, if I do something like that, in fact, I could even bring out the stairs this way a little bit. Okay. Then what I could do... Yeah, this could be fun. I could put in honey blocks and villagers. And let the... And I'd have to change this out a little bit. But... I could put in some villagers here that would... You know, you could buy golden carrots from, for example. Or any number of other things we could do. Okay. That would be... That actually could be kind of cool. Alright, I would need to do some other stuff with this, but I like I like the general idea here. And if I were to maybe grab some slabs out here and go up. Okay, and just bring this up like so. Oh, okay. Temp block. That's fine. We can just use these. Okay. Bring a little bit of the staircase up this way, because this floor would be kind of up here. Oops. Not there. That would be weird. Right, but we would bring this floor up this way for the attic. All right, and then, so that's going to need a temp block there. Yeah, like that. Now we've got ourselves a nice little thing here. I don't know that I like that little space like that, but what did I do down here? Or maybe I didn't care. Oh, I started it in a different place is what happened. Okay. That's why. So, yeah, let's go and shift this. Oh, look, trader llamas. Okay, so I did this, what, down here like so. Which means like that, up like this. Okay. There, 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 there. Okay, something along those lines, okay? All right, so that'll look a little bit better, yeah, as we bring the roof around, or the roof, that floor. Actually, I guess, oh, excuse me. Okay, so that can come up like so. All right. So we've got this area, and then we can continue up. All right, and I can bring that that pillar all the way up. Have I taken down the Ender Dragon? Sorry, it took me a minute to see that. Yes, yes, I have. Yep, did that a while ago. Yeah, for some reason, kick messages are not showing up in my combined chat, so I'm seeing them somewhere else, and so I'm missing a few things. Sorry about that. Kick is weird. Oh. Okay, there's a ceiling there. That's not going to work then, is it? Okay. That's fine. So this is going to have to be lower. All right. Yeah, I've been in this world for a while, so all the fun dragony goodness has been taken care of. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go. Let's see, hang on. Did I start here? Let's do it from maybe not quite that far. Let's start from here. See if I can make this happen this way. Yeah, so just outside this build, in fact, is hang on, I gotta get the stairs in place. All right, yeah, that gets me up. Smashing my face against this this attic thing here, but that's okay. I might even bring this over this way. We'll see. But yeah, just through here, inside that snow globe is a shulker farm. Just in case I need an entire double chest of shulkers or some shulker shells. Okay, yeah, I think that'll work. So we've got ourselves these fun little campfires going on here. Okay. I'm going to want to do more than that, but okay. What farm? Right now, this isn't a farm. This is more just decorative nonsense. What I wanted to do here, and yeah, I could show some of what I've got going on here. But what I'm, yeah, let me go sleep. So that there's, but what I was kind of thinking that I've got this area. See, that's spawn over there. I built the shulker farm right here and thought, you know what? This is fun. And I was thinking about it a little bit last week. I was thinking, you know what this world needs, or this area needs, I think, is a nice sort of winter wonderland type, just type area. Just sort of winter village. Something that says, hey, you know what? This is a snow biome, right? This is, what is this? Snowy slopes and a little bit of ice spikes and stuff. Let's build a nice winter village out here. So, you know, that's going to be the plan. Plus, it'll be a nice little, potentially a nice little community area for the handful of people who are on the server. So yeah, so there's the shulker farm. That one's actually was designed by the archivists, I think. Nice little farm. Works tremendously well. Over this way, here's my froglight farm. Froglights are really simple. There isn't much special that happens with a froglight farm. And then over this way, I think. Yeah. Got myself a little gold farm and piglin bartering set up. So if I go up there to the AFK spot, we get piglins that spawn up in here. Here, let me just fly up there real quick. It's just so we get a couple spawn. Okay, and then we'll come back down. This is not the most efficient farm. This was just a fun farm to build. Here, let me turn on the gamma override so it's easier to see. So we get the piglins, they spawn in here, and then drop into this powdered snow and freeze. Okay. It's slow, which is fine. It's slow, but they then drop, and their little gold bits end up down here. And then I can throw the golds to my, I've got 8 or 9 piglins sitting in there. They're all wearing Curse of Binding leather boots so they can stand on this powdered snow. And then they trade and their drops go into this this happy little farm. So, you know, try to keep things nice and exciting over here, I guess. And then got a few things. I got a blaze farm. There's nothing crazy about that. Anything else? Is there anything I need? Just if I'm going to head back to my base here, let's see if there's anything I need. Hey, Sprite, how's it going? Hope you're having a fabulous day over there on Twitch. It's a very fine Saturday. It's not too bad. That's good. That's good. Yeah, let me think if there's anything I do need over here. Since, you know, doing just a quick little tour, Melody was asking over on Kick if they wanted to, just to see a couple of other farms I've built. But then we'll head back to our winter wonderland and see what else is going to go on. But this is my main base over here. That gas sitting in the window. How much is that gas in the window? The one with the dangly bits. Okay. But yeah, so this is my thing. I've got a number of things here. There's an overachieving creeper farm in this hill. We'll free cam over. It's turned off. I actually installed an off switch because I was flooding my gunpowder storage. And over this way, in this hill over here. Again, we'll turn the gamma override on so you can see. I've got a little iron farm action happening here. In a busy week, you're glad to get a breather from. Okay. Christmas is going to be crazy. Yeah, Christmas typically is. It's nice to have a break. That is fair. It's fair. So, yeah. And then the last farm I'll show off while I'm over here is right over... Yeah, over there is my creaking farm. So I can get resin. It's daytime, so I can't show it in operation, but, you know, got some fun. All right, so since I'm over here, what else would be good? Do I want to bring... I don't really have a lot of mangrove, do I? Yeah, I've got some bamboo. I think bamboo is going to be the wrong thing. It might... On the other hand, it's a little bit... it's going to be the wrong color for this happy thing. All right, let's get some honey blocks, because I really like the idea of adding this area to, or adding a couple of villagers to this area, just so there's some quick and easy trades and stuff. All right. So anyway. So we center around your youngest child. Okay. Mission nearby high school. Oh, and it's parent-teacher meetings. Oh, yes. Those are always fun. Which way do I go, George? Which way do I go? Okay, so Snoopers is that way. The Ocean Monument. There we go. Spawn. Spawn beeth this way. So, anyway... Melody, I hope that answers some of your questions about some of the farms I've got. Got a few. Not as many as I could, but, you know, a few. I love doing redstone and stuff, but I haven't gotten hyper crazy on some of the things. Yeah, that's always a fun transition of, oh yeah, now you're going into high school. What's going on? Because my kids were in an online program, the move from middle school to high school was pretty much non-existent. It was just another year. Because the online school did, oh, that's Spawn. It's the wrong portal. It's a nice portal, but it's the wrong one. Yeah, they did, like, grade 6 through 12 or something like that. So it's like, oh, just one more year. Yeah, I like this. Sprite, you did a good job on this. This was cool. Also, let's head back up this way. Sprite, if you're ever deciding to pop on the server and wanting a little area to build something, I am building a winter village here. Anybody who wants to build a village here or build a house or anything here at spawn, you're more than welcome to do so. I've got a couple of streets kind of laid out, not finished, but sort of laid out here. So kind of see where the village is going. So yeah. All sorts of fun happening here. Now I just have to figure out what the heck is going on with this place. You have one build idea and it's not winter themed. That's fair. That's fair. I was just thinking it might be cool to have an area where I said it's most of the people on the server are kind of like you. They're just like, all right, I'm not really here and playing, but we're not doing much for various reasons. Okay, I'm going to get stuck on that. But, you know, it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, so if we drop a couple of villagers in here, maybe swap these out from the slabs to stairs. So we've got a little bit more of a counter. But I like this idea. And we'll just drop a couple of things here. All right. So that's going to be cool. I like I like it. I like it. All right, so that goeth there. Yeah, oh, add me on Discord. Yeah, Melody was sort of chatty there for a while, but okay. All right, so we got stuff going on there. Let me see what we've got in the way of. Oh, I do have some polished deep slate stairs. That's handy. All right. Where's my junk box? It's still in my inventory. That's the best place for a junk box. Okay, so that's gonna go up there. All right, so what I want to do then is let's bring these like this. Yeah, see, kind of what has started percolating in my wee little mind is you tweak it to make it Christmas themed. Hey, you know, whatever works for you. See, I was what I started thinking about is as I start building this area up is, you know, I talked about it on stream the other day, is adding community storage around the outside of, right, just under here around the shulker farm. Yeah, winter theme was fine. This is not necessarily Christmas or holiday themed. Just, hey, we are in a winter village, which would be really fun. But if I were to put community storage around here, I could then add just a handful of villagers and things inside this cozy little house. Okay. And just make at least this building sort of a welcoming, just a welcoming area for, hey, you need a spot. We'll throw a couple of villagers here for maybe some food, maybe some other excitement. And then you can come down here and get to the shulker farm and through that portal up onto the roof. Right, that seems good. I might also, from down here in the basement, it's going to take some digging, but almost, it's not quite a straight shot, but fairly close. But straight over this way and right underground here is the spawn portal to the roof. So we could pop a little tunnel underground if we wanted to. But, you know, something along those lines. All right. All right. So let's see. So we've got this going on. All right, let's do. All right, junk box. So many things in the junk box. Okay, so let's get some spruce. Got some more spruce here. Let me go ahead and put in the floor here for the attic. And then I can sort of start looking at what's going to happen here on the sides of this building. And then we can also start looking at I need to get the chimneys and stuff in place. Okay, so nothing overly crazy here, I hope. Okay, but let's see. That can go. Yeah, that can go there. We'll have some well, right. Yeah, we'll have some things happening here. Ack is the word for it. Okay. All right, so we'll come up this way. Looks like yep. All the falling. not the safest of staircases, I think. This block is in the wrong place. Okay, and I may... Now, obviously, this is going to end up blending with the ceiling here, which is unfortunate, but there's some stuff we can do. We'll fill in and do some other things here. It'll work out okay. Should also be paying attention to light levels up here because, yeah, I don't need stuff spawning. Maybe some of you need stuff spawning up here, but I don't need stuff spawning up here. All right, so we got this. So we'll get the attic in place. Yeah, and I think what I'll end up doing is digging out a basement under here as well. So this is actually going to be a fairly large interior. And the basement floor, I think we'll add some sort of at least places where you can sleep, whether they are so there will be beds, but whether they actually are bedrooms or are just like couches and things for something else, we'll see. But I really do like the where this is going. Just the general vibe of this particular build. And if I pull some of those librarians out of the ancient city, I won't even have to retrain villagers. I can just bring those over. They won't be cured, but since only the person who cures them gets the benefit anyway, that's not going to be that big a deal. They will be a little expensive, but again, shouldn't be that big a deal. Okay, so yeah. Oh, Sprite's got an idea. You know what you mean? It's not an original build idea, but did think of something else. Okay. Yeah, since this area, it's a snowy slopes biome. It, surprisingly enough, snows here. So having a build that's at least compatible with snow is a good thing. Yeah, let me go get some more stone bricks. Okay, which is going to be a ways down here. Oh, hey, I've got some stone bricks right here. We'll just grab those. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Is there a way of farming said snow? Yes, you need a snowman. So what you can do... Actually, I've got a snow farm in the ancient city. Let's go ahead and thicken this up here a little bit. Okay, but what you can do is just set a snowman on some blocks and shovel the snow under him as he generates it. Because snowmen, as they move, right, it creates snow layers underneath. I have one thought. I'm not even sure I have that many thoughts now that I'm at it. But yeah, so I don't know. What was I thinking? Sorry, Sprite. I now have ceased to remember anything. Yeah. I have one, though. Oh, though, not thought. Yes. Yes. So if you go to my ancient city, sort of in the back corner, over by where the farmer villagers are, there's a snow golem. You can just hit it with a... don't hit the golem, but if you use a non-silk touch shovel, you get snowballs, which you can then craft into blocks. Or if you use a Silk Touch shovel, you get snow layers. So what if I were to bring this down like this? Ooh, this could be good. If I were to bring this down like so. That's... Why is... Oh, right. Right. Sorry. It's in the wrong place. That goes there, there, and there. Yeah, we could do something fun with that. The snowman is totally your build idea. Well, that is awesome. A big one, not a Minecraft size one. Well, my original plan for the snow globe was to make this a snowman. And then I built the first layer and decided, yeah, we're done with that. So now it's a snow globe. But yeah. But yeah, snowman could be fun. This area gets weird because we've got the snowy slopes and then it devolves into plains over here. So we may have to. Also, somebody, I think there was a little starter cave over here somewhere too. But yeah, no, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. So there. Oops, no, not there. There. Okay, there. Yeah, I think if we do something along these lines. And let's get... Do I just want to use brick or do I want to use brick wall or something? This is all going to get covered here because we're going to have the chimneys from the other side. So that'll block off. But if we come through here... Yeah, if I were to... Looks a little funky here, but yes, no, that is perfectly fine, Sprite. All right, so let's head down here. I've got brick. So the question is, do I want to use just brick or do I want to use brick walls and give it a little texture? Because looking out here, it is a little bit flat. I'm going to add some stained glass, I think, into this space here, but let's go ahead and turn some of this into walls. I'm not totally sold on this option, but we're gonna give it a shot. Okay. Spiral staircase. Yeah, hard to navigate. Okay, if we just slap this in here. Okay. We've got ourselves this. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. And yeah, we'll put some stained glass of some sort up here. I don't know what. If I want to do something that's a little more decorative, or if I want something a little more plain, but I do like having the glass here where you can look out and see into the snow globe. I like that idea. In fact, yeah, I kind of like the idea now as I'm thinking about this. Well, let's build up the chimneys and stuff. We'll see what that looks like. All right, and once those are there, then I can decide what's going to happen in here too. Okay. Okie dokie, Schmokey. And, what am I doing? Figure that out. Okay, I've got some stone brick, which is good. Let's get some... This actually might be really good. Yeah, tough. Let's come over here, and let's get some tough... Let's just get polished tough walls. Okay, I think that's going to be interesting. And let's meander back out to the back door here. You like the rainbow of colors around the pixel art? Yeah. Yeah, it's a... The door is on the second floor. Yeah, I like the. I liked it. I think it just it adds a bit of fun and whimsy to this area. Ah, it's cheese, monkeys. It's cold. Okay. Yeah, we got powdered snow here, so you gotta be careful traversing this side. And I have a really cool idea for what to do for in there. So it's not going to be. It's going to be like 8 modules, but it's not going to be a lot of storage. I see. I don't think we're. It's not like we're a huge server where we need a big community storage or anything like that. I just think it'd be fun to build, so I'm going to. So there. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna bring some brick down this way. Okay, and then what I want to do is let's get some. Oh, you had to squeeze in your purple, of course. Well, purple's a color. So let's. Do I want to bring this out like this? I mean, that's an idea, right? I can pop that sort of like so, and then I could bring in. Where do I put those tough walls, right? I could bring the tough walls in like so. That's... There's a lot of general okayness happening here. Okay. Oh, yep, and we're purple. Yes, you could not put purple in it. That's fair. That's fair. And also, you know, stream's purple now, so it's all good. Okay. I mean, that feels weird. It does. It feels kind of weird. Though, if I were to continue this, right? So let's just follow this through here a little bit. Okay. So we've got some bricks that are going to hide the deep slate here, okay? All right, so this will come in out this way. Let's go and take that block out there. Ach, no. Ach, no. We're not going to put the blocks there. That would be bad. It would be gross and also just wrong. Okay. See, I'm kind of liking the idea of coming in with... might cap that with something there. Yeah, do I expect anything else from you? Not at this point. No, we're pretty well established. Purple is going to be a thing. Yeah, so if we pop this through this way. Okay. Speaking of purple, I got a couple of rooms set up in the Badlands if you wanted to claim one. Just as a place to, hey, I'm going to sleep here tonight. All right. Yeah, I'm going to definitely change the roof. What's happening here? Because this is, I'm kind of thinking, see, I sort of like this. I don't know that I want to push this wall back. But I do kind of like the idea of maybe if we shovel this off, okay? Sprite has joined the game. Awesome. Okay. What if we were to slap a little bit of something here? Okay. Right, we'll just, yep. We'll just bring some brick out this way. And then I could take some spruce slabs and just have a little bit of a covered patio right there. That might be good. Except there are rooms to claim. Yes. Yeah, there are 3 of them. They're a little bit different sizes. The one that has the pale oak trapdoors, that's just don't remove those pale oak trapdoors because they're decorations for the other side. But yeah. All right, so that'll be good. Then I just need to Boy, those are chunky chimneys. Those are definitely chunky. Yeah, what do I want to do with that? All right, so let's get some inventory space would be nice. Okay, that's sort of coming out this way. Yeah, let's get some spruce slabs. Yeah, that won't annoy me at all. Fine. Right, so spruce. Where did I leave the trees? Yeah, sneezes. Oh, I even have slabs. Perfect. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and pop up to the surface here. Back to surface again. Back where it's dark and they're friends who want to eat your face all over the place. Back to the surface again. All right, so if we were to do something like this, oh, those are trapdoors. Okay, not there, but I do like the idea. Okay, so those are stairs. Jeez, monkeys, can I please pick the right block? Thank you. Yeah, the purple level, right? So if you go into the purple level, there's the room that's got the enchantings area, right? That's got the cat and the beds and stuff in it. That's all cute and decorated and stuff. On the opposite side of that hallway is a bunch of fun stuff. So, okay, so if I were to pull this out like so, okay, and then yeah, see that's not too bad. I think let's go ahead and maybe take this off and all right, we'll just slab a little trapdoor action there. I mean, slab is the wrong word, but slap might be the right word. Yeah, we just slap a little trapdoor action right there. Turn this guy around so he's flat. We'll do the same thing over here. Okay. All right, so this guy comes out like so. And like so. Yes, we are doing the like so. Come out here. All right. Yeah, so there we've got a little bit of a covered walk, though I think I may slide a little bit of something here just because it's feeling a little tall and narrow. Other than that, not too bad. And then what I could do here, I think if I were to place these with stairs, maybe. That might be a thing. Let's also eat a carrot because that's delicious. Ah, that's a trapdoor. Okay, so if I were to come in here, let's take this out. We go ahead and drop in some stairs there. Yeah, see, that's not too bad. And I could even run the trapdoors over the ends of this, right? So it feels a little bit more like that's continuing. The roof is going to, or the chimneys are going to come up into this mess. So let's head down. Yeah, let's head down and get some more stone brick. All right. Stone brick stairs in particular. Gonna get the stairs. Catch them unawares. Okay. This will be good. Yeah, I sort of decided as I was working on the Badlands that, and you can sort of see the sign by the main entrance, is that it's got three levels. The first level is storage. The second level is the habitat level. That's where the villagers are. That's where you got bedrooms and stuff. And then the third level is the park and animal sanctuary. Okay, so this is going to come out here because it's Smoky the chimney here. Ooh, do I kind of like that? I kind of like that. I kind of like that. The question is, do I need this to be taller? I think I kind of do. Yeah, traversing the... I have to admit, it's not the most user-centric transport ever. Okay, just set that there for a minute. Just so that we can all see what's going on. All right. So, I think we're kind of okay here. I want to put in... slap in a couple of stairs like so. And let's bring this up just a little bit higher. Do I want to just do one block or... No, I think one more. I think we'll do one more block. Okay, we will not do one more round. Let's go get some blocks. Anyway. Alright, so I'm going to make those into stone brick. There we go. Alright. So let's see now. We'll just sort of hop up and around this way. Again, that torch was just there for... I don't want to have my face eaten reasons. I think that'll be good. In fact, if I were to cap that with polished tough slabs. That's what I want. Polished tough slabs. Which I might have. Oh yeah, no. Go ahead. Grab the signs. T's fine. Snow. Snow goes there. Tough. There we go. We're going to polish this stuff up. I don't want to do these as bricks. I want them to be solid. Okay, and then out the back door. Yeah. All righty. The nice thing about having a roof made of stairs is it's easy to get up and down. All right, so if I were to do this, like so, that's not bad, though it feels like it needs a little bit of something here. What if I were to take this out? Hey, Sprite, if you're near a bed, would you sleep, please? I'm going to fall down. That's cool. Okay. Thank you. Let's go and do that. How's... That's a little bit better, though maybe I want to replace those. Had to find one first. Yeah, there's a couple. That Enderman... Oh, is having it... why are you shooting at me? Why are you shooting at me when you could instead just burst into flames and die? That seems like a perfectly valid reaction. But yes, I don't think I like the tough here. I think I need a different block. I like it at the top. Right, the top of the chimney looks really good, but Oh, I think the Enderman found a place to live. Okay. Let's see what I've got in the way of stone walls. Oh, hi. How are you? You, Alright, you know what? I'm brave. I'm a brave Minecrafter. I'm about to be a dead Minecrafter. Okay. We got him. We got him. He's good. He's fine. Alright. This is what happens when I play with hostile mob sounds off. Alright. Stone. Right. I need stone. Let's... What do we have in the way of walls here, my friends? Oh, just stone brick, huh? Okay. You put your claim on the middle of the 3 rooms. Awesome. That will work. The only limitations, keep the outside walls the way they are. And beyond that, you can decorate to your heart's content. All right, so let's see. Yep. And you can even replace the ceilings and the floors because I've got gaps. So if you want a different color floor or different color ceiling or both, that's totally doable. Okay. I like the little... I forgot which mod I'm using. It's, oh, there's a... Because I just changed this because it was cool. Locator heads. The locator heads mod. So I actually have... I can see Sprite's head on the locator bar. I can see, oh, yep, that's Sprite down there. Okay, so... Right, I was going to try... things. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm easily distracted by shiny objects. Alright, so I can come in... Alright, let's go ahead and just turn this into the walls. I said, I don't know if I'm going to like this on the chimney, but... Because that chimney is looking... Oops, this is my exit. Hang on, this is my exit. Because the chimney is going to look a little bit samey here, but maybe it's okay. Actually, that might be okay. I could come in with a little bit of cracked brick or maybe some andesite, but that's a block. Okay. But yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all as far as the chimney goes. I'm not totally sold on what's happening here, but I can live with that. Okay. So, do I have more stairs? I do have more stairs. Awesome. Okay, so these become stairs. Great. Stairs, stair, stair. Right. And then... Those are stairs. Those are... Okay. And then we did blocks around the sides because consistency is cool. Okay. All right. So we're just going to bring this up to, what is that? Y103. Yep. That's that side right there. Okay. Let's grab our slabby jabbies. All right. That's deep slate. That's absolutely the wrong slab. I don't have tough slabs? Why have I not tough slabs? All right, fine. Okay, so those come up Right, like that. Like that. I think I have stairs here and here. Okay. This bugs me just a little bit, but not enough to do anything about it. Okay. But I do want a block here, not the wall, so. All right. Let's go grab those tough slabs that apparently I put away because I would obviously not need them again. All right. Into the tough box we go. There we go. Hang on. I must divest of deep slates. Okay. All right, so once we get this sort of in place, I only need to go up to the second floor. It's too easy to think of this as being the top floor, but it's not. All right, so let's hop up here, grab these guys. All right. All right, I think that looks okay. Yeah, the chimneys look fine. They could maybe be taller, but I think they're okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. Go, feel free to raid away. I don't know that I have a whole lot in some different things, but obviously if you need wool, that's going to be in the city. But beyond that. I think I do need to make those taller. All right, that's fine. I can go taller. That's the wrong button. Yeah. Don't use the diamond blocks. If you want to decorate with diamond, that's gonna be on you. You'll have to. Is that high enough? Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. In fact, even chopping off the ending the walls at that level does give the chimney a little bit of a narrowing sort of feel up here at the top, and I kind of like that. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and pop these guys off. Okay. What did I do? 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay. So yeah, so while I don't know for sure what this building is going to be, it's really starting to feel like it's going to be a little bit of an old school pub, right? Where it's actually a public house. It's a tavern. It's a hotel, right? Stuff like that. Okay. Honestly, that's not too bad. I think I want to do a little bit of something. Maybe do a little bit of something here. Let's take this off. Let's grab some stairs and bring this down. Let's bring that this way. And then I think what I want to do is let's get some... Actually, that might be better if I do that with brick. Let's grab some brick wall and let's just tuck that in there like that. Okay, I think that's going to be a little bit better. This doesn't feel quite so tall and skinny. All right. Nice. Okay, cool. So now we are in here. All right, but I like what I have going on with the tough walls going up the sides. So let's go ahead and make a few more of those, just the polished tough. And then I think what I want to do, so I want to do, let's maybe take these ones, the chiseled tough bricks, I think is going to be the way to go. Hang on, let's go find a bed. Because I haven't slept in a while. I probably should. All right. Yeah, so this will work. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a really cool area when it's done. So one of the things I'm gonna need to do then, so we'll have to dig out the basement here underneath the build, which should be fairly straightforward. Okay, and let's see. What else do I need to do? Oh, right. Oh, right. I was going to try those things. Let's head up to the second floor where I can reach things. Ah, jeez. Okay, this may be beyond my skill. The spiral staircase. Okay, so if I were to take some of these chiseled tough blocks and put them up there. Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be okay. Maybe it would be better with the chiseled, not the chiseled tough bricks, but just the chiseled tough. But, you know, that might be okay. Put that there. Okay. Yeah, still not totally sold on that, but I'll go with it. All right, so now we need to pop up this way. So let's grab some scaffolding. All right. Okay, we'll just pop this up this way. Realize the thing I may be able to add to your sorting. Yeah, go for it. I mean, there's some things I don't have all of the filters set properly. There is some overflow on the far end. But do I want to? I think that's kind of okay. I don't know if I want to bring one of those down here. Right, if I were to put the chisel block like that, yeah, that might be a thing. Okay, that might be a thing. All right. Just thinking a section for storage items. Yes. So I actually have something like that. There's a So chests end up in the workstations area. The chests and shulker shells and stuff end up in there. Um, as you come into the room, on the right-hand side, the side opposite the wall that's got the ender chest and stuff, it's on the other side of the door. Those are just empty. And that's where overflow is and other types of things. So I do have some space for that. Okay, so that's going to be that. Okay. But yeah, chests and barrels and things go into the overflow. This is annoying. Is it a problem? Kinda. Let's go ahead and trim this away, just in the interest of kind of terraforming around the build, so it doesn't look quite so silly, but I didn't like the way those were blocking up down there. But I think it's okay. I might want to take off just a little bit like so. Yeah, no worries. I had some of that stuff in place. Okay, so now do I want to, let's see. I might just leave those, not put the chisel tough caps on them. At least not down at the bottom levels here. Down there, sure. Here, I think we'll leave it. Okay, that's powdered snow. I can't stand in that very well. Actually, you know what might be really nice here? Is maybe if I were to bring this across like this. And maybe even take some of the bricks like this. And then I could hang some form of decorative nonsense in here. Yeah, like I could hang a lantern or something inside this. That would be really cool. Let's put trapdoors here. Oh, right, because they're not going to connect to the brick wall. That's fine. That's fine. You'll hardly notice it. Right, you come out this way, maybe you look up and see it. But as you're coming in, you'll see the trapdoors, and I'll have lanterns and stuff there. That'll be good. I don't know if I want to use regular lanterns or copper lanterns, but having a lantern hanging right there I think would be really cool. One, it adds the light around here, which is important. But two, it may do some other things. So, okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right. So far, so good. Yeah, and then I'll have to figure out how to get the villagers in here, but okay, and this needs to not be that. Okay. Okay, it's still an empty room, but it's a more interesting empty room. At least the outside of the building is starting to come together. Do I have more? Oh, I do have more brick. All right. So a little bit of, I still need some light in here, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. But hey, now we've got this pillar going like it's important or something. I don't know if it actually is important. I may want to remove it, but for now, it's kind of there. Oh, actually, what might be good? Yes. Yes. Let's grab some iron. Not put this snow away. We're gonna make some iron bars. Let's take out that central pillar. I have an idea. It's gonna be a great idea, y'all. We're gonna be all happy and stuff with the idea. I think it's gonna be tremendous, and because of its tremendousity, y'all are gonna wanna buckle up because it's gonna be cool. Yeah, we're just gonna come in with the iron bars and make the iron bars do cool, play the role of stuff. Actually, what I could do, I could jump out of that really bad southern accent, and we could just load this up all the way. So, okay, yes, it does look a little bit like a cage going up, but I think that's going to be fine. As we just bring this up here, from here. Is that the right place? Yep. Okay. One, it's going to make falling out of this staircase harder, which is going to be a good thing for me. I'll tell you. But we bring this across like this. Oops. Okay, that is now a safety door. Okay. You can't find the way out of my base. Okay, that's fair. Can you find your way to an elevator? Okay, that's darkness. Okay, you know, which floor are you on? That's all right. Yeah, because at least on each floor you should be able to, unless you've gotten yourself into the redstone and then you're just out of luck. Oh, okay, you're up there. Yeah, you should be able to work your way towards the middle, and then on the sides there's the elevators. Here, let's hang on. I help. Okay. Whoosh. All right. Bye. So, down elevators will go down. Oh, trying to get to the nether portal. Yeah, so just come on down to the first floor. Oops. All the way down to the first floor. And then around this way. Yep. So there you go. All right. Let's head back to spawn. And there's conveniently a bed here, so we'll sleep in it. Yep, you're welcome, Sprite. Yeah, not necessarily the easiest base to get around. Okay. My voice is gone. This time with feeling. All right. Oh, I need to take a look around the outside. I should have grabbed some stained glass, but I don't know what I want the glass to be, so it's just going to sit there being holes in the side of the building. Okay, but this is good. I might just fill that in with grape. Oh. Huh, apparently there was a creeper here. Awesome. Well, we'll have to fill in that creeper hole later. Yep, that all right, this is what I get for having mob sounds turned off, right? I don't get to hear the creepers when they sneak up on me. All right, so yeah, I think the basic structure of this build is good. For now, I'm going to just fill that in with gray glass on the top there. And do I want to fill this in? Like, I could bring this like that. Said it's a little cagey, but I kind of like this idea. I do need to fill in back behind those windows because it's solid, but I think I could take that out. Maybe. It might be worth bringing this down this way. Okay. Okay, do I want to... Let's double check what's happening here. Do I want to do the same thing? I can't bring that down that way, that would block the stair. All right, let's go ahead and just bring this way. All right. That'll work. It's an interesting vibe, I'll give you that. But I think it'll work out okay. Just as a, hey, you can go up this way and not fall. Might this be better with, I don't know, fences or something? Maybe, but we can go with that. I mean, all right, that's fine. Right, I need glass. Okay, and I guess we can go fill in that creeper hole too. So let's go do that real quick. Creeper holes, they be blasting. They be blasting all over the place. All right, so we'll just go ahead and get this filled in. It'll be lovely and hollow, and nobody will notice. Okay. Got a torch in there, so we don't have to worry about mob spawns. And okay. It's like nothing ever was. All right. Sorry, for those of you with never-ending story kicks, there we go. All right, so let us see. Gotta. Yes. All right. All right, so yeah, so this is gonna be okay. I'm kind of vibing with it here. So oops, let's get some glass. Heck, I think I had some in here too. There we go. Keep or check on mods. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Sprite, let's just keep an eye on them. If they go, if things get, they start posting something weird, we'll take further action. But for now, we're okay. All right. So let's see now. What was? Oh yeah, glass. All right, so we'll just bring this around like so. Yeah, this will be better with some stained glass of actual color, but for now, we'll just use the light gray. It's not bad, actually. That's why you want to ask the opinion? Yeah, that's fair. Okay. There's two there, yep. Okay. I might shrink this up so the glass doesn't go all the way to the floor, because it's not quite a diamond. It's actually kind of stretched out just a little bit. So I could like fill in here, right? Bring the angle up this way, spread that brick out a little bit. But for now, I'm kind of vibing with it, so we'll stick to that. Right. Okay, so now we have an empty attic area, and that's just fine. Right, that's chimney right there, so we'll have to deal with that. Now, what I could do, obviously, is this comes out, and, well, there's roof there, so that definitely is going to have to stay. I mean, I could put some campfires in there, but I don't know what's happening up here, so we're gonna leave this for now. Okay. There may be some things that go up here, but for now we're just going to leave it. Okay. I do want to get some villagers in here. to do some trades, but yeah, so I like the idea of making this area sort of, I don't know, a little taverny, little something. I do also want to grab a couple of deep slate stuff, right? So the idea is that maybe the villagers that'll go in there are like the barkeepers or something like that. But then you could just come in and barkeep, you know, some of your finest golden carrots, and you know, get that. Of course, if they're going to refresh their trades, I need to have they would need to have composters right there. I suppose I could bring in some butchers. That would require a little bit of work, but if I brought in some butchers and had them here, then I could replace this. I mean, I like the furnace, but if I replaced it with a smoker, then they would trade pork chops and or cooked chicken, which would be a reasonable food. Pork chops especially are really good. So, yeah. Okay, that's a thing. Okay. Okay. Hang on, I need to check something here. I've got something that's not quite acting the way it's supposed to. I need to double check this. No, I think it's just silly. All right. Nah, StreamerBot's not paying attention to Kick particularly well today. Which happens. Kick's API is just a mess. Okay, so if we drop in a couple of those guys there, said we'll have to swap those out for smokers. Let's go ahead and do that now. Oh, might as well just grab those furnaces. I think I do have a smoker down there, but okay, that ended up somewhere far, far away. And I don't have inventory space. Well, what else is new? Okay. All right, well, we'll just do something about that. One of these is brick. That one's brick. All right. There's a smoker there. And there's the other furnace, which I still don't have inventory space for. Awesome. Yeah. Pop out chat time. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a... I have a little pop out because, unfortunately, it's really inconvenient if I need to get to the ban button quickly on Kick. Just with what I've got with StreamerBot, so. Okay, and now I can't get out, which is fine. So yeah, I just have a little, I have a little pop-out window there, which works out nicely. You've got it up now too? Nice. Yeah, I'm also not seeing it in Beam chat, which is why I'm thinking there's a, oh, I needed to get some stuff. That's why I think there's a general Kick issue. Okay, anyway, let's get down to business to find iron. Okay, let's make some lamps. Awesome. It's not a lot of lanterns in there, but it'll be enough to fill in this gap right back here. Said we'll just hang that right there, which is why I put the trapdoors the way I did. All right, now that adds a little bit of light here, but also adds some light out into this space out this way, so. All right, nice. Oh, I should. Let's reverse this door. And I want it right. Come on, right there. Okay, cool. Zombie proof. All right, nice. Gotta love a good zombie proof door. Yeah, I have ready access to both. Nice, Bright. Thank you. All right, so there's a lot of interior that needs to happen here. And obviously there's some holes that need to be filled here. I think I'm going to get... Let's just, for now, I'm just going to fill these in with the polished tuff. I don't know that this is actually what I want it to be. But for now, we're just going to go with it. Okay. Those windows are closed up because, hey, turns out there's nothing we can put there. All right. Yeah, it's a little bit dark in here still, but that's fine. That is fine. Now, what to do with this? I think, do I still have some brick stairs? I don't. All right. Well, that will change here in a hurry. Okay, so I think I want to slide some brick stairs up here. It's not like that. Okay. Kind of up like so. Let's go ahead and bring this across, and then I almost feel like I want to put something in that gap that would be kind of different. Just a contrasty block. Maybe what I'll do is just some stripped logs, perhaps, or actual logs. Yeah, I think that's good. That actually matches the dark oak color pretty well. Okay, I like that. That will work. I mean, I could get up there and maybe put in, yeah, flip some of these shelves around and put them in on the back side of this. But I think that's going to be pretty good. Okay. All right, so let's meander downstairs. Or what will be downstairs, because it doesn't exist yet. Let's also clean out my inventory, because as usual, my inventory is really full. Okay. This happens. Brick. Okay. Hang on, I'm actually going to be marginally organized here. Don't panic. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, we need to acknowledge that sometimes it's a good thing. Okay? Okay, sometimes I will organize and be able to find things again. Today is actually one of those days, and it's rare, but I'm going to be doing lots of organizing today, since I've got to tear my computer apart, but hey, we'll see. We'll see how this works. In the meantime, let's get under here now. And, oops, swap these tools around. All right. Swap the tools around. So, Frosty, ancient city. There's, in my sort of my little base area in the city. Go to... Hang on. Let's see. It's around the backside, so there's the farmer villagers that are on the one side of the base. If you head over that way, I've got a little stone generator and that manual furnace array and stuff, lava farm in the back, that area. Frosty's over sort of in the back corner. He's sort of sitting up on, he's on a chest standing on top of a couple of blocks. If you find the right spot to dig, you can actually get 2 or 3, definitely 2, but sometimes all 3 spots all at once. Which is really cool. But yeah, if you circle around where I've got my little base in there, with all the villagers, you should find them fairly easily. He's on the outside of that circle. Okay. All right, so we'll just slide back around this way. Yeah, that's the outer wall, so it should be good through here, and then here. Okay, yeah, that's the outer wall there. I actually do want to take this out and replace this wall with something a little nicer. Something that's not just stone. Probably continue the brick and that sort of design as it come down, but okay, so that's the outer wall there. That has to stay because that's that, which is fine because we're going to be bringing wall through there. All right, just make sure I know where I'm at as we come through here. Got so much snow. It's going to be awesome when I want to use snow. Right, this comes out. So somewhere here. Okay, that's the outer wall. Awesome. Ah, no. No, we can't have the outside peeking in. That's not great. Okay. Yeah, we'll get that all figured out in a little bit. But, yeah, so this is going to be the basement of the building. Now, I said I think what I want to do here is we'll just set up some, I don't know, some sort of, well, we're going to set up some beds for one thing. Because kind of like that idea of, hey, let's drop in and do bed type things. Okay, let's, all right. All right. So far, so good. Other than the fact we're buried in snow. Or potentially buried in snow. Hey, if you need snow, got it here. So much snow. Yeah, I've been saving this here because, one, I might as well. And, two, why not? You actually do. Yep. All right. So yeah, we're going to have plenty of snow coming through here. So, carrots would be great. Working scroll wheel would also be great. So I may have to go refill my beverages here. All right. So let's get over here. All right, and we'll just, let's see, so we're coming out that at this layer right here. Okay, oops, let's bring some more torch action here. It's a little dark. All right. Pop this in, and yeah, I think we're going to take out, we're going to take out, oops, come on. Scaffold. Do the scaffold thing. Okay, so that's going to be that. So we can come out to here. And I think that's going to be it. Oops, that's too far. All right. And I can take that out and that out. Yeah, we'll worry about that there in a little bit. That there thingamabobbers. It's gonna be a thing. Gonna love it like it's our own. Okay. Alright, yeah, this would have been a very fine place to have a beacon. I have not one here, so we're not gonna do the whole beacon thing, but we can dream of beacons gone by. All right, so that's going to go there. Right, this comes out here. I think we're coming around to this side and then, yeah, through here. Okay. Awesome. So we go to here. So it looks like we're 3 blocks down. That's actually going to work out great. We've got plenty of space to build space. Right? And yeah, so this will be a nice little area, I think. Yeah, if I hijack those villagers from the ancient city, most of them, yeah, and just bring them over here to set up for general community villager happiness, then I think we'll be good, because I don't need them in the city anymore. Say, because I've got my own, I've got all those other villagers, which is great. So this should be lovely. Okay. All right, so sorry, we're going to just get diggy here a little bit, but this might be the place down here. So we'll set up a couple of places. Yeah, we'll set up some place to sleep. Just in case. Oh, hey, because this, whoopsies. That room over there is going to go away. So, yeah, if we just bring this over this way, then we should be good. Yeah, I can set up some beds and stuff over here and some cute little rooms. Again, I don't expect it to be used. Let's face it, you know. Of the half dozen of us on the server, you know, 3 of us have our own bases and don't really need anything at spawn. But it's just, this isn't for the server. This is just because it's fun. I mean, it's kind of for the server, but still. Okay. Some of you are nomads. That's right. Well, hey, you've got a room now. But yeah, setting up a little, I mean, you could set up just a little house over here too and just live at spawn, you know. You could live inside your snowman. I mean, that would be cool too. Okay, how's my inventory? Inventory's fine for now. Yeah. This feels bigger when I'm digging it out. Didn't feel like it was that big up top, but now that I have to make with a diggy, this is actually a fairly large room. Okay. But yeah, this would be cool. I think it would be nice if, you know, we all had a, even if we don't really use it much, just to, if everyone were to build a little house or little something in the village, just to say, hey, this is sort of a nice little area to be in. You know, not necessarily as a, this is where my base is, but this is a, hey, I've got a little something here. Otherwise, we're going to see your typical suburbs housing development. A lot of cookie cutter houses. So how much snow did I end up with? Well, I've got most of a shulker full right now. If you need more, well, we've got lots more. As I said, we've got a snowman, so we can do that. Of course, you could also set up a snowman snow farm over here too if you needed to. It's really simple. Okay, we got diorite. Diorite actually would fit in nicely in the snow as sort of like, hey, here's just sort of dirty snow. Right? Anyone who lives in a place that has winter where the snow just doesn't melt, you just end up with that nasty, slushy, snowy mess. That's kind of what we got going on here. Yeah, I think I might run some sort of lights down the center of the roads that we've got going on. Just because the light will keep the falling snow melted and it'll provide some little bit of safety around that area. Just the roads in this little village. So yeah, I think this will be interesting. Oh, got some emeralds. I'm not quite on the Pixel Rifts train where it just doesn't make any sense to fortune mine emeralds, but still, I have no reason to, so just not. Okay, and then I think I should do one more round. And just because I want to replace this floor with something that's not stone, so we'll do that. And then, obviously, I need to figure out what the stairs are going to do coming down here. But yeah, I think a nice little community area here would be good. It would said it'll be sort of a bring your own emerald situation, but that's okay. It's just fine. All right, so I'm going to get this floor done, and then I think I need to take a quick bio break and refill my drink. There we go. Ah, my inventory is full. The inventory is so full. Okay. Let's pull those snow blocks. I can condense those into snow. Hey, what do you know? Alright. Knock, knock. Hello? There's a door around this side. Yeah, so there's a shulker full of snow. That's the trap door. It's a pearl door. You gotta, do. Ah. That one's got snow in it. Alright, yeah, so let me go ahead and we'll take a quick... Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. I'm going to take a quick bio break, refill my drink, and I will be back in just a moment. Ack! Okay, that's fine. I don't want to leave them up there, so I will leave myself up there. Yes, I had to drop at least one leaf pun into the stream. I'm sorry. Sorry, it will probably happen again. It's okay. We can survive this national crisis together. Okay, I am back. It is dark. But we should be good here. All right. Sorry, it's good to take a break once in a while, you know? Give your bladder a rest. Oh, hang on, my headphones are funky. Okay. Now, so we'll get this sort of floor out here. So I'll replace this with something. This might be spruce. Obviously, come out here and then we get into out into the shulker floor design where it's a little more. It's all the sandstone and wool and stuff. So I may bring some of that in here as well. So yeah, this is going to become just this building is going to become a little bit of a project. That's okay. That is fine. I like a project. And, you know, I'm sort of getting tired of moving animals anyway. Oh, I should keep an eye out to see if any cold chickens spawn. Because if any of them do show up here, I need two of them. I need two cold chickens and I need two Highland cows. Two of the cold cows. To take back to my Badland space to put into the into my park and animal sanctuary area. So sadly, I mean, I flew around for about an hour. I couldn't find one. Couldn't find either, which was annoying. Okay, so I think actually that might be better. We'll go ahead and pull this out. And I was thinking it might be better. My mind is jumping ahead of my mouth, and it's okay. It happens. We okay here light-wise? Yeah. Dim, but fine. Yeah, I think I may want to go grab some sandstone, but what I'm going to do here is pull this out. This area here. It's going to go this way. There's going to be a lot of digging that's going to have to happen over here to put in the storage system. Because it's going to need about 5 blocks all the way around this. So, the good news is I actually do have some wither skulls. So, do you have a couple of... I don't... I mean, I've got a couple of extra torches. I do have charcoal. There's some wood in one of those shulker boxes, so... Yeah, so there's some charcoal. So there's wood. I think it's that shulker that's by itself over there. Over by the crafting table. I think there's some wood in there so that you could craft up some torches. Okay. Yeah, so we'll have to kind of see. Yeah, grab the 6 loose sticks. Yeah, there should be some other, probably spruce. There's plenty of spruce there. But yeah, I think it'll be fun to just have this nice little winter village here, right? I mean, it's not because we need one, but because it would be cool. And that is as good a reason as any to build anything in Minecraft, so we shall go with that. Okay. And torch. I may have to fortunately there's another portal right here. I may have to go head out to the Enderman farm and heal up my pickaxe. All right. Because it's starting to, it's definitely starting to feel its age here a little bit. Okay. Definitely take out that layer of snow. Oh, that's, yeah, that's the surface right there. Okay. All right. All right, so we'll just dig this out. Yeah, right through the warning tape there. Awesome. Yeah, now obviously there's some more space in here because we're getting under the hill and things like that, but I have to be really careful inside that warning tape. It's there for a reason. Because I really can't have anything built inside that warning tape. That becomes a shulker playground, and we need to not have that happen. Basically, above the glass and inside the warning tape is bad. Outside the warning tape is a different story. We could probably build some stuff in there if we needed to, but we'll see how this goes as I start playing with the storage here, but and I don't know if I want to go full crazy where it's like, oh, let's put in a little iron farm, let's put in, you know, this, that, or the other. I'm not sure. Part of me wants to because I'm just crazy like that. But yeah, here's a small source of emeralds, for example, or just iron. You know, if people, you know, for those who are just wanting to hang around here, right? All right, so we need to come up this way. I think that's right. Let's do it from this side because that's where that wall is. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Pop this way. All right. So far, so good. But now that I have a plan, or at least a vague idea of a plan, I'm actually kind of excited. All right. All right, so let's hop up here. We got so much stone. Where did I put the stone? There's... Okay, I am going to need... I'm going to need another shulker box is what I'm going to need. All right. So, let's... If only I had shulker shells nearby. All right, I could finish this hallway and let's grab a couple of shulker shells just to make a couple of boxes. So we've got plenty. It's not a problem. Go. All right, there we go. Yeah, this will be good. Just to all sorts of fun stuff. But yeah, I think grabbing some sandstone. Bring the sandstone out this way. Yeah, I think that'll be good. All right, so next step. Shulkers. This one goes there for all the stone. Put another one down for... That is just fill in that snow. We've got some more deep slate action going on here, so that can go there. All right. All right. All right. Gonna be all right. All right. So the next thing we need to do is actually get some stairs. And I kind of like the idea maybe of having stairs that sort of come and fork and come around. The question is, how steep do I want them to be? Do I want what do I want? Do I want actual stairs? Like, do I want to come down? Okay. Like falling, but do I want to come down like so? Or do I want to do something a little shallower? Actually, this would be up a little bit, but I think I do want to use regular stairs. They'll need to come up a block. Right, they'll need to come in sort of like here, I think. Okay, that'll work. Okay, and yeah, we'll, I think we'll come out to a platform right here. This is what, 3? So yeah, we'll bring out a platform this way. All right, and down to this level. Again, I need to fill in the floor. So the floor is actually 1 block up from what that is. Okay, which is just fine. All right. But yeah, I mean, a couple of things here might be handy just for... You know, I could see... So we'll throw a few villagers here, maybe as just a small furnace array. Nothing overly crazy, just enough to... oh, I need to smelt a few blocks, right? All right, something like that. Okay, so I want this to be 1 block more, I think. I think I want this to come out to here. So yeah, and in some ways this is about to become a community starter base. For a community that does not need a starter base. But, you know, that's fine. Alright, so this will come out. We'll run... So I put... Oh yeah, they're bottom slabs, so... Actually, those are top slabs. But... So do I want to replace those with blocks? Yeah, let's go ahead and replace them with blocks. That'll be a thing. Okay, just grab a few more planks. All right, so we'll go ahead and bring these in like so. Yeah, that'll work. All right, and then like that, I think. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's lots of stuff that needs to not be here, which is fine. Clean this out. All right. And then, how do I want to... Actually, you know what? I might need to push this way just a little bit. Just looking at, like, that deal there, right? You know, that's not going to be... Right, the wheat, hay bale, right? So I might need to push all of this back a little bit. Okay. Like, so do I have stone here somewhere. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll make up some stone bricks. Ack. Okay, well, no, we'll fall down here. That's fine, too. Okay, so what I might want to do here is if I take some of these stairs, bring that across this way. And might need a little bit more stairs action coming across like so. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. So let's go ahead and this will get kicked back bit. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can make the space. We're underground. We have all the space in the world. Like, that's almost literal. Literal. We have all the space in the world. Right up until you run into somebody's base and their underground stuff. But, you know. No, we're not going that far here, so should be alright. Ah, so much mining. But that's okay. That's why they call it Minecraft. Alright, so this will slide in like this. Yeah, I do kind of like having the thing in the middle here. So if we come off that way. Yeah, no, go for it, Sprite. I'm not using it right now. Okay. So if I bring the staircase this way, then yeah, we'll need to bring this over as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and I think well, that was kind of sort of the place. So if I put stairs like here, right, bring those up like that, I think that will work. Okay, obviously we've got some space here to sort things out with, but okay, yeah, I think this will work. So that goes like that. Nice. All right. And then we can bring some of the wall around this way. Oops, wrong axe, actually. Going to pick. Use the right tool. That's not at all a stair. Or, I mean, it was a stair. It's not a slab. That's the ticket. Sweet. All right. So I need to diggy down the other side, but okay. Because yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna want the stairs on this side regardless, even if I keep those there. Because if you're coming up and down here, you're probably, jeez, come on, mouse. Probably going to want to end up at the shulker farm or on your way to the portal or something like that. So definitely going to want to come this way. All right, so let's go and dig this out. All right, yeah, and there will be some fun decorative nonsense coming down this way, but okay. Also, probably a torch. That seems somewhat useful down here. Okay. Oh, Sprite! Kill the monster! Woohoo! All right. So, oh, right. Gotta remember to kill them with your shovel. Nice. All right, so this is going to come that way. Just back up a block. All right, and I'm going to have to go get some sandstone, I think, to fill in this floor, but otherwise I think this is going to be okay. We're getting there. Wow, I tried to fill in that one gap, but it ended up not being a thing. All right, yeah, so we'll load up just a bunch of stuff here. I've got to get the ceiling sorted out. We got a bunch of stuff to happen here, but because, yeah, I think, actually, make this blocks. Right, so if I bring this across this way, right, it'll continue the ceiling style anyway that's in here. It comes in a little bit lower as we come around the stairs, but I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine as we come back out to somewhere around here. Oops. Yep. Yeppers in the clappers. Okay. If you ever wonder if I know what I mean when I'm saying words, I don't. It's just the stream of consciousness. And my conscience doesn't always know what I'm saying. That's just, it's the way it is. Welcome to my world. All right, so this is going to come out this way. We're going to be, I think I'm going to have the wall, or a wall anyway, come up here. We'll take some, mostly stone brick. I may bring in some more tuff, but we'll bring stone brick around this way. Okay. So that's going to go like so. I think... How high do I want the ceiling here? Okay, right. This was going to be stone brick, right? Going up. Going up this way. All right. So we'll fill that in. So it looks like we're starting stairs, right? So that's, oops, that's a block, and then it's stairs on the other side of it. Okay. Well, it turns out. Okay. So we're going to come in this way. So we've got stairs that go like that. Okay. Is that minus 151? Yeah. Okay, and we do one more layer of stair underneath it here. Like so. Okay, and then at that point, we're going to start looking at whatever's happening with the roof in here, or the ceiling. Because I don't think that it's going to be the same... I don't think it's going to be the spruce. I think I'm going to do something else for the ceiling there. Okay, so I actually kind of like the idea maybe of bringing that up one more level. Okay, and then let's see what's happening here. Okay, let's stick this out, and hopefully things are doing okay. Block, 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 block. All right, now, so I brought that spruce all the way across. Was that the right idea? Don't know. Here, let's do this. This might make this make more sense. Let's go ahead and bring in the stairs. We'll just bring them all the way up to the ceiling area. I think that'll work. I think that'll make the staircase a little bit more... no! Slant has to go the other way. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright, so that'll go up there, and then I can place this snow here with this, the spruce planks in the ceiling. Okay. Yeah, I think this will work out just fine. It's going to be a little hard to reach, but that's all right. Okay. Now, as far as the outside walls, I think I'll be leaning into the brick and stuff that I've got up on the first floor, at least for the staircase. Once I get downstairs, I think I'm going to be blending this more with what's happening in the shulker farm. So I might want to actually decorate more of the shulker farm first. But, okay, so this will come down like so. Okay, that torch goes away. All right, yeah. I said I don't know what's actually going to live in this area, but it's going to be something. So I could put in another fireplace. Another. I can build another. There is another Skywalker. I mean, I know Yoda was dying, but it also kind of sounds like he was sort of constipated. And I honestly think it was his soup. Okay. You know, you get that swamp water and the lizards and stuff, and yeah, they'll mess you up, man. Watch out for that. Okay, so we'll come down here, and then we'll end up in shulker farmland. Okay, which is good. Take this back a little bit. All right, so I don't need those anymore. Okay, so this is an interesting space here. So it's about 3 blocks. Now I do need to hide all of that there, which is fine. That's doable. What would be good to tuck into this little space? I don't know. Maybe that's where I tuck in the just a small furnace array or something. I don't know. Something might be good to have something useful there. But for now, let's go ahead and pop this out. We're going to get back to our stone brick. I mean, I could just add a decorative fireplace here too, because I don't have enough decorative fireplaces in this building, so. Okay, and I do need to do something about that mess up there. Okay. Oops, those are chests. Chests are great. They're wonderful blocks. They make lousy scaffolding, though. If you had to ask, what would be a good block to use for scaffolding? Chests would not be it. All right, so if I were to bring... I mean, I could. Let's just... I don't know that I like that solution. It works, but I don't know that I like it. Okay, but for now, we'll make do. I kind of like the idea maybe of having something else stick out there. Yeah, those stairs just look stupid. Okay. Honestly, it might make more sense to look at that once I figure out what I'm doing for the ceiling in here. Okay, I mean, that's fair. That is very fair. Okay. All right, so we're good here. We've got ourselves some happy little space. Okay. Space. The final frontier. There's plenty of space out in space. Sorry, now I have Wall-E on the brain, and that's probably bad. These are the voyages, yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's see now. Because, yeah, we could do something fun here. Potentially even something that's got access to the... This is one of those cases where I would really love Create Mod. To be able to put in a barrel, for example, in this wall. rather than a chest and be able to just pull stuff out of it that way. But yeah, vanilla Minecraft doesn't behave that way, so I have to not do that. Honestly, I should break some of this up into just stone, just to break up the pattern here, but that's okay. We're gonna come in with some, because these are 3 blocks wide. Let's pop this up. Right, I'm gonna leave that ceiling there. Okay, grab some more snow. Let's go ahead. Actually, this whole back wall needs to go. All right, because we're just going to replace this whole back wall with decorative nonsense. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some brick. Okay, and we're going to bring some brick down this way. All right. Okay, so stone was going in that box. This is the leftovers box. Okay, some snow, brick. All right, so let's grab some brick, and this is going to come in through here. Okay, right, we're going to line this up here like so. Maybe. Let's, where's my stone brick? There we go. That'll go up that way. And then, I don't have the tough blocks on me, but... Ooh, it might be good. I could put some tough walls in there. Let's see, where's the... That's deep slate. Tough, here we go. Right, we could put the tough here. Like that. But I could dip back behind there and put in some lights, right? So that it's not quite so dark here. And then I not necessarily need a light source or something, but something kind of, sort of, kind of. Of course, if I do that... Okay, let's do that, but we're going to do this here. I think I need to change what's happening over there on the side, but... Okay, we'll just pop this down this way. Okay. This needs to not... Okay. I may still bring the brick down. I just might do it like that. Okay. And even like so. That might work a little bit better. Okay, we'll bring this down like that. Okay, we'll fill in the sides here with brick. Yeah, if I were to get back behind there with some glowstone maybe. Yeah, I think that would work. We'll get a little bit of light happening there. Stairs. Okay. Pop some stairs down that way. Do I have slabs? Do I have slabs in my pockets? I do. All right. Just bring this across like so. And then I need to do these walls as well, which will be a special breed of fun, but I kind of like it. Let's go ahead and bring this across here. So it's got a little bit of a support beam type look to it. Okay. Not totally a fan of this. Gotta admit. Okay. Maybe if I had pushed this whole wall back one block, I can make that happen, but... we're kind of sort of okay. So this will come out. We're going to bring the stone brick. Oh, those are all slabs. Awesome. Okay. Let's grab the blocks instead. That'd be great. Thanks. Okay. Bring those blocks down both sides like just did. Ah, nope. Fine. We'll just break the blocks. We'll do it this way. All right. Try to, yeah, snipe that block into the corner, but yeah, that just wasn't a thing. Okay, right. I can do something maybe like this. That's come out. Okay, and then, oops, let's take, oops, well, that's fine. Lots of oopsing. 1, 2, 3, and then right here. Okay, again, with the reminder to myself, the floor is going to be at that level. All right, yeah, and then I can sort of fill in brick. Yeah, I could fill in brick in those gaps. All right, I like this. 1, 2, 3, here. All right, and the snow goes away. All right, all of this goes in like so. Did I fill in all the way across? I did. Yep, just like that. All right, so all of this will come out. And let's make with the bricky. Yeah, okay. And I could plop that in there like so. This, I'm going to go ahead and make it brick, but it's a little awkward, but I think it'll work. But yeah, if I get behind those tough walls with some glowstone, I think it'll end up looking really nice. We can get some light in here. I don't know if the tough blocks would bond with the glowstone, right? If they would connect up to it, but okay. All right, again, the floor is at that level, so we'll take that out. All right, so the floor goes there. 2, 3. Right, if I do the brick like that, do I want it to go up higher? I think I want it to be higher. Yeah, let's take that out. Swap this. That'll be the brick, and then I mean, I could make it 4. Oh, coming down at these angles is funky. All right, because we'll have then floor coming here. I mean, I could also knock that out. Put this. I like that. Okay, I can make that happen. All right, so let's go. See if I can actually make it happen now. Okay, so this is all going to come out. Okay. All right, we'll hit the stone blocks again. It's going to stop there. Okay, we'll figure out what's happening with the ceiling in a bit. Okay, so, right, to match this, that goes that way, stone, or the brick, 2, 3, 2, 3, goes across like that. I think I put the brick at the top. Okay. And then we have the wall like so. Yeah, that works. Said it's maybe a little funky here, but I'm okay with it. And then we'll just leave the stone brick on the inside here, which will be fine. This needs to not be stone. Okay. So yeah, I could do any number of things here. I could build in a fireplace. I could do a furnace. I could do any number of things. All right. And as I said, the ceiling will be different. So, okay. Hey, we're making some form of progress, right? Right. Okay. All right, let's go get some sandstone. And I think I might want to get some wool and continue this sort of, rainbow of colors down the hallway. Okay, to double check, because I think the purple is only around the edge, so we may have to do a little bit of finagling of this pattern to bring it down this way, but that's all right. Okay, cool. Yeah, so far so good. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and drop off a bunch of our stony bits. Okay, stone blocks. We've got, oh, that's the deep slate. Tough. All right. Cool. And the dirts. All right. Nice. This is, yeah, it's only purple around the edge. Yeah. So yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring sandstone. We'll make the floor sandstone. I'll continue some sort of, whatever this color randomness is coming down this way. Right? We'll bring that through there. And I don't know if I'm going to have this floor be all, continue all of the wool and froglight squares and stuff, but at least coming down this hallway, I want it to be. And then we'll see what happens inside here. So we've got options. But first, let's see. We're going to need, let's get the sandstone. Okay, that'll be the first thing we need to get. All right. Where is home? Home is this way. Where are my rockets? All right. Now, here comes the fun question of how much sandstone do I actually have? I may not have a lot. It's not something I've farmed a lot of, so we'll have to see. I may, probably not today if I need more. I'll have to go out and mine up crazy amounts of sand and sandstone and all that good stuff, but we'll see. On the other hand, I may have farmed up a bunch already, so we may have some. Might be okay. We shall see. All right. Ooh, also, it's getting on time that I need to stop, if only because I can only sit for so long. All right. Oops. There we go. So let's, yeah, either way is fine. We'll go this way. Now that I don't have a happy gas there in the way. Okay. All right, so I need sandstone. All right, so let's see what we've got here. sand stuff. Oh, I've got lots. There's gravel. Oh yeah, I've got lots of sandstone. Here, let's just load all of this up into the shulker box. And is there anything else I need while I'm here? Wool would be nice, but I need to figure out, I suppose, what I'm going to be doing with it. Here, just let's grab some of the just random colors, some extra purple as well. Should be good. I've got the frog lights in my ender chest. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about those. However, if I do happen to have some lights, I moved over here. Okay, we'll just grab some frog lights here. That'll work. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. And out we go. All right. Yeah, this is going to be... I think this is going to be good. There's a lot of work left to do on this house, but I think we're starting to make a little bit of progress. Okay, spawn is back this way. Okay. All right, so let's see. I am coming back over there, Sprite. I mean, opinion feel like it's an okay spot for a Mega Frosty. Yes, I will be over there. As soon as, however long it takes me to fly there, I will be there shortly. Eventually. We're gonna make it. Okay. Give ourselves an extra boost. It's not like I'm going to run out of rockets anytime soon. Okay, I might run out of rockets, but I have materials to make more. We should be fine. Okay. I'm going to come right through the Shulker Farm portal. Oh, traveling friends. Oh, those traveling friends. Nice. All right, well, let's introduce them to... Hi. Could you not, please? Thank you. Okay, this is not the place for you to be. Okay. Oh, where, oh, where? Okay, there's Sprite. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that should be a fine place for a giant snowman. Cool. Yeah, we'll get the snowman up there. Said we'll have a couple of... Actually, hang on a sec. I need a shovel. Okay, so we've got road coming across this way. Right? So... It got buried. We had to shovel the sidewalk. Okay, so we got the snow globe there. That happening there. Snowman's happening here. We'll add a couple of other houses and things coming around. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be just fine. All right. Heck. I'm feeling alive. All right, so let's get down here. And let us... Yep. No, I think it'll work there, Sprite. I think it'll be fine. Okay. And let's go ahead and put this out. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this floor in, and then I think this is going to be the last little bit to do before we call it a stream. Okay, that's going to have to not be there. Yeah, I said, well, I'll bring some frog lights through here too, and we'll get plenty of light down here. Okay. You know, I probably should have just turned these into slabs and have done some slabs here instead, but that's okay. Can always get out and mine more sandstone. Yeah, I said what's going to happen with the walls in here will depend, because I'm going to be tying things a little bit here into the walls we've got elsewhere. Let's see. So this is going to go kind of like this. Okay. Right. Ah, no. That goes there. These goes like that. Okay. Yeah, so we'll continue this out this way. Okay. All right, that'll work. I said we'll do some more frog lighty goodness. And honestly, I think what I'll do is I'll leave that square rectangle-y thingy. I'll leave that one as purple, but then I'll jump back and do these other colors the rest of the way down. This way, this purple matches, you know, what's going on around the rest of the build, or around the rest of this area. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. So for now, let's just go ahead and get all of the sandstone in. I'll worry about where the rest of the rectangles and stuff goes. We come through, but all right, yeah, we're definitely making some progress. I like it. Yeah, we're gonna have all sorts of fun next week working on this happy little village, and actually just this house. And as I start to think about, hey, if this is going to be where there are going to be some villagers, which I think there are, that's how that's going to be sorted out. Then I have to figure out where they're all going to go and all that fun stuff. But yeah, trading up a couple of butchers that do pork chops and cooked pork chops and cooked chicken and stuff, I think is going to be. I think that's going to be good. Okay. All right, so we'll get all of this in, because yeah, I could just tap into any number of things and get. So we don't need a lot of villagers. So I'm really thinking about just relocating the ones that I've got in the ancient city, because, like I said, I don't need them there anymore. So bringing them over here where they're a little bit more accessible for people who need some of those basic enchants. Oh, you made a bed. Oh, the phantoms. Yes. Back. Hang on. Minecraft has decided to flip out on me. And I'm dead. He's crashing. He's crashing. This is a sign. This is sign. This is sign that maybe I should be stopping, because the crashing of the Minecraft is happening here. It's so crashing, we should probably think about the stopping. Okay. Sorry, Sprite, I can't sleep because I'm no longer in the world. I have ceased to exist. Okay. We'll get back to it. We'll be fine. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Well, that was not quite as dramatic as I was hoping for. Okay. Here we sleep. All right. And here we sleep not. All right, we're good. Yep. Yeah, no worries, Sprite. No worries. We got this. All right, so yeah, obviously there's a lot of work that has to happen with walls. And we'll tie things in once we start to start digging out around this. And I need to figure out how much space I'm going to need to dig all of this stuff out for. I think it's going to be probably 5 blocks around the outside of this, but we'll see. I'll have to sit down and figure that out. But all in all, I think it'll be okay. So, yeah. All right. Well, heck, we made all sorts of progress. How tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll have to deal with something here with all of the spruce, but I'm bringing this out. Again, lots of decorative nonsense, but I think we're doing okay. And said we made some good progress. We've got these. I really like these fireplaces. They're not like crazy or hyper decorated or anything like that, but I really like them. I think they're nice. I really like too the shelves up here. Yeah, playing with the redstone so you get the different shape of the shelf. Yeah, I think that works out nicely. So that's good. I like it. I like it. And then we had some fun stuff around the outside here. Getting all of getting our chimneys going and stuff. This is... Actually, I haven't looked. What does this look like? Because I don't think you can see the chimneys from the front. No, you can't. You can see the smoke a little bit as it puffs out along the back, but yeah, this is going to be a nice little place for just some basic fun stuff. All right. Love it. Okay, cool. But it is about time for me to be calling it a day. So it's been good. I'm happy here. I do want to give a quick shout out to everybody who's joined me this evening, or this morning, I guess, but especially the awesome supporters over at musicfreegaming.com. If you'd like to help support the channel, like, subscribe, follow, all of that stuff, watch the streams, that good stuff. But also, you can become a member at musicfreegaming.com. Streams, assuming everything goes well with my tearing my computer apart this weekend, the next stream should be Tuesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I've got time. I should be able to make this happen. I hope. So check that action out. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.